Greetings. Today is 9/17/2021, 2:21 p.m. on this road again. Just finished semi-bailing a partner out of a project that he got into a bind with, and it was on me to talk about business. First, I would like to start off with saying, God promised the best work of your hands. Deuteronomy 2:7. Deuteronomy 8:18. And it is God who gives you power to get wealth. He's not just going to give you wealth. He's going to give you power to get it. He's going to tell you where to go to get it. He's going to tell you who to talk to get it. And a lot of wisdom came from this meeting, in whether imparting or receiving, or even just receiving from the Holy Spirit. And a business is like a well-oiled machine that has intricate parts that make it work. When a part is removed or not functioning, then the business does not run as efficiently as it could. Me personally, as a self-employed contractor, I have to recognize that if I'm not in the puzzle, how is money still being generated? Thus, one must have regular customers with light duty work, as well as some type of investment, even if it's like Acorns or Cash App investments or Bitcoins or something where you're generating something. As an organization with multiple parties, you're only weak as your weakest link. If you're subcontracting out work, especially if you cannot do the work, then if the people you hire or contract to do work don't complete their task, you're in a bind. Because with the customer, if you've already taken a certain percentage of the money, as well as divvied out certain amount of payment for people to start work. On big projects, you should never pay half down. You should only pay a portion for a piece of a project. And as work is completed, then divvy out more money. Furthermore, if you look at some of the bigger businesses like Delta and Frontier and American Airlines and Southwest, when they took money from the COVID relief, Delta shut down during the peak of COVID in retrospect to some of the other airlines who were still doing semi full capacity. Now they're taking lawsuits. It is important to have wisdom. Oh, and by the way, Delta's taking their flights. It is important to have wisdom in everything you do. It's important to pray before you take on any job. It is important to get rules established in the beginning. Like, this is what the minimum payout should be. This is how I expect to get paid. This is what I am contracting to do. I mean, take for example, if you go far away and to do a job, and it's difficult to get back home to obtain tools, then you need to know the list of to-do items in order to fulfill that scope of work. And sometimes the person that needs the work done doesn't fully know, which transitions me to the next point. Do you know your business? Do you know the cog that's missing, if it is missing? Can you even recognize that a cog is missing, other than something that's just not working or things are not getting done? at the very least, you should have some understanding of the work that needs to be done if it's your business. How can you tell somebody that they're not doing it right if you don't know what they're supposed to be doing? I challenge people who are in business or subcontracting out work, at the very least, know the basics of the job. Even if you have to watch a YouTube video on it to get some familiarity with the scope of work and the process to get it done. You can Google just about anything, or search, better yet, just about anything, and find information on how much should you pay for a job, how much should materials cost for this job. Is it easier for me to get the materials, or should I allow the contractor to get the materials, or whoever I'm hiring to get the materials? The two views are, if you can save, well, you buy the materials, but every time the contractor needs something else, you're responsible for getting it. On the flip side, if you're paying the contractor and he doesn't get everything he needs to get, and labor and materials are a part of the cost, you win, because now the contractor is obligated to get whatever materials are missing. And it is important to make sure you understand those two material purchase responsibilities. For example, I do not pick out people's lighting fixtures, or I'll suggest, but designer type items I don't pick out, because guess what? That's what you gotta live with. I may pick out the brand of paint, or suggest the brand of paint, and certain paints I will not use the paint. Low grade paint is not worth the time it takes to put it on, because it is low quality.